I'm Cash, and welcome back to Cash Talks Football, where we break down all the goals scored in the Premier League. And today, we're doing Fulham against Nottingham Forest, and it's sort of those mid-table teams battling for the top 4 or 6 places. And I do hope Nottingham Forest and, I've got to be honest, and Bournemouth make it into the top 4. I know Man City are on a bit of a charge, so only one of them might make it now, but that to me would be brilliant for next season. It really would. But let's just have a little look here, because Forest have just stumbled again. They seem to win one, lose one at the moment. Well, right here, we've got Traore out here on the flat, and we know how much pace he's got. And he suddenly realised, I think, that he can't shoot the football, and he's tried to stop doing it after playing the game for, 20-odd years. And he's decided to cross the football, and he found out that he might actually be half decent at that. So here we are. Let's have a look at the back 4, kind of ish. Not bad. We're tracking a runner there. Even though we're not goal side, we're still tracking him. We'd really want to ideally be here as we're coming across, because he's coming into the space, which you can see makes a problem for this defender. He's isolated. I think this is Nico Williams over here. Don't quote me on that. I don't really care about players in the Premier League anymore. I'm awful. It's when you've worked in football as long as I have. So I was at a family gathering on the week, and they were going, "Oh, so how's this, that?" Like, I don't care. They're like, "But you love football. You've been in." I don't care. I said, "Do you love your job?" And they're like, "No, exactly. How about your job?" And then it becomes your hobby becomes your job. You end up hating your hobby. And they're like, "Oh, I get it." Yeah. That's why I don't really know many players anymore. Rant aside. So one thing I am kind of look at the open space here, because this is the run we're going to watch. Just watch this little run here as it accelerates. Okay, we're going to skip forward just a bit. Boom. Do you see as he makes this opening space, that little opening space I was talking about there, made a perfect opportunity to receive the ball, but it's making the defenders do something and move. But what the problem really is right here. For some reason, Nottingham Forest don't have enough players coming back to help. And watch this clown, right, this is shocking. This guy is going to walk in front of him, and he's just going to watch him. He's going to walk in front of him and head the ball in the goal, and he is just generally going to stand there. Just go, "Oh, go on then, mate." Do nothing. So let's move it forward ever so slightly. And there's the little trick to go past. All he's done is push it into the space. But you see that space is opened up because of this run here. Because he's moved down here, one of the players has tracked him, and the other one's been stupid and left the guy with the ball alone and moved away from this space, dropped off, opening it for Traore to run into. If you do want a funny thing, look up Traore when he was at Barcelona and now, okay? And I'm not really going to say anything until you actually see it. It'll make sense. And it's not just about the muscles, but as they say, there's no steroids involved. And you're like, "No, I don't believe you." Like, I don't believe you. But here's the run. It starts, but we know what's happening. Someone's put their arm up in the Premier League. So in the next 5 seconds, someone's about to score a goal. Here he is making that little run. And as the ball gets delivered, look, just stopped. You're tracking the runner. You can see he's about to cross the ball. And for some reason, you decided, I'm done now. It's my break time. I need a cigarette. Yeah, is it half time yet, ref? I need a break. Been running around for like 10 minutes straight. It's impossible out here. Yeah, and just stops. Honestly, I'd be so angry if I was his manager. He would know never ever to be doing that again. I think that's a problem. A lot of people have gone soft nowadays, and they don't decapitate people's pets. So now we get a simple goal. It's a decent header. It's really well put up ball, to be fair. But yeah, not bad. Let's move it on. Now this is just a lumped up ball from Nottingham Forest, to be fair. And Chris Woodinho up front, he's having one of those seasons that he's never going to forget. Now you might think he's not watching the football and he's completely unaware of where it is. I disagree. I think he's just got mad skill, knows exactly where he is, doesn't even need to look at it to bring the ball down, and that's what this little bit of skill is. As it comes down, watch. You think he's watching it? No, he doesn't have to. It's just going to drop exactly where he wants it. So as it comes down, bump. See, you think it's hit the back of his heel and bounced away. No. He completely knew. He didn't have to look at the football. He just totally had control of it the whole time. But I do like this as well. Now the two defenders are just, honestly, they're starstruck. They're not sure what to do because they can't tackle him because they're not good enough. He doesn't even need to look at the ball to control it. So now it's a little bit of space, but also you can see there's no one's even trying to run back and tackle him here because they know the inevitable is going to be happening. All he has to do is put his foot on the ball like that, send the 2 players flying, and then pick his spot. Now, you might think that it took a deflection and goes in, but because I know better, he's actually played it off the defender on purpose to ricochet it in, you know, like one of those pull shots when you're taking and you're doubling the ball. That's exactly what he's done. Bounced it off the defender and put it into the far corner. See, he knows what he's doing. Bounces it off the defender and puts it into the far corner. Yeah, quality. Let's move it on. So this is just awful. Again, it's the same zone, right? If you're a Nottingham Forest manager, you're really concerned about this little zone here because the defending, I'm not going to point any names out here, but you might be here. Yeah. No one can see you. Don't know where you are on the field. Yeah. It's awful. I mean, it's just awful. 2 goals in the same situation, same thing happening. Got a player right here. So the other thing, one of the hard parts is when you're actually doing proper evaluations is you never know what everyone's roles and responsibilities really are on the field. So when you hear a lot of these sports pundits and they're saying, oh, this is that's the, you're just chatting rubbish because you don't know what their job is. If he's supposed to mark B and he's going to mark A, okay, great, but you don't know who he's marking. So for instance, right here, what I would normally be doing is shouting at Chris Woods right here, not the defender right here. That's what I'd normally be doing. But you can probably see that he's actually letting him go because his eyes are in this cluster of 3 players here. You can see that, right? And so he lets him go. And this player is supposed to pick him up when he comes into his zone, but he doesn't. He just stands there like last time. I don't know if he has a bet on for the game. I'm not sure. But you can see, look, as they start to go, you can see Chris Wood is looking at this melee of players here, not him. Now, if he is supposed to be marking him, he's done an absolutely terrible job doing it. But don't worry, this guy's still on break right here. Hasn't moved. The ball's like everyone else, and the whole bundle here has moved. He hasn't. Just stood there. As the ball comes in, he thinks about moving, dropping in, coming in completely unmarked, little flick on, but he's just running in again on the back post unmarked, just like a carbon copy of the first goal. Yeah. In he comes. Bosch gets himself a header. Yeah. And he's still there, still stood there. Look, oh, is it my turn? Do I get to go and break? Yeah, Gov. Come on, Forest. Get in the top 4 stay in the top 4 for me. And other than that, I'll see you next time on Cash Talks Football.